Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Trust Reviews. I did that wrong. Oops, but I'm going to keep it in there. It's the second time I'm recording this video because I didn't like the first time I did it. It was even below my standards, and I have literally low standards. But anyway, um, recording this, doing a review of Bioshock. It took me 17 seconds to say that. But yeah, review of the first Bioshock collection, all the remastered of the three Bioshock games out on the PlayStation Plus store for free if you have PlayStation Plus for the month of February 2020. Um, yeah, pretty old game, 2007. I actually did purchase the Bioshock collection myself like a couple months ago. Started the first one, got about halfway through it, and quit playing it. Didn't really love it, didn't fall in love with it, didn't really want to finish it at the time. But now it's kind of relevant again. A lot of my friends picked it up for free and are playing it as well with alongside me, just kind of talking about it. But I already finished the first game in like 3 days. I actually got really into it, and it still isn't a game I would consider it love. Like, it's a cult classic, apparently, critically acclaimed. It's a very immersive world. All these things everyone knows, but I don't love this game. It's good. It's a good game. Maybe it's because of the time it was made. Um, you know. Anyway, I just had to pick that finger part. But yeah, maybe it was because of the time it was made. The time period, it was 2005, 2007, 2007, and I just kind of could feel it in a lot of the stuff that's going on. It's a first-person shooter in which, and you can also have a shooter or a gun in your right hand, whether it be a Tommy gun, shotgun, a bunch of variety of items that you can upgrade throughout the game by going finding vending machines. And on your left hand, you've got tonics or plasmids, which are like powers like electro and fire and sonic boom and telekinesis. But there's a bunch of variety of those, and they get upgrades as well. And one thing that I don't like about this game that I've been told is fixed in the second game is you can't have them both out at once. I don't know, it just sucks. Uh, Overall, the world itself is pretty cool. If you didn't know, Bioshock is based on Rapture, a city underwater built by a guy named Andrew Ryan, where a bunch of Ryan, I always want to say Andrew Ryan, but Andrew Ryan, and he has brought a lot of smart minds from the surface down to his city, and some kind of plasmid outbreak, people where people inject themselves with plasmid stuff. Um, and it makes them powerful or crazy even, and they get like addicted to it. And the world itself, my brother describes, and I would agree, is the world itself is a character. Every area you're at, and like the painter that makes you go take pictures of dead bodies for him, Sander Cohen, is like someone I will always remember. The doctor in the beginning of the game, he screams ugly at you like a million times. He's very memorable. The story is told through audio logs mainly. I mean, there's some stuff. I mean, some stuff goes on in the linear story itself. But if you really want to know what's going on, you gotta listen and pick up and look for all the audio logs that are around. It's a lot of looting. The game is set up in certain levels, very linear, but there's paths to deviate from the main path and kind of look around and find hidden areas or just loot everywhere. Um, but yeah, you're here in the city of Rapture in the middle of its downfall, kind of, and uh, it's you got big daddies around with little sisters. Those are kind of like your bosses on each level, and you choose to either harvest or rescue a little sister. And depending on those two things, you will get a different ending cutscene. Um, Overall, the story is actually pretty good if you listen to all the audio logs. There's a good twist in there that I couldn't predict. I couldn't predict really anything that was going on until it was actually told to me, and I understand it now. And it's pretty short. It's about an 8 to 10 hour game. The ending I felt like was kind of quick. The final boss itself wasn't too great or memorable or hard or anything like that. Um, but the overall game is very memorable. The immersiveness, the sound, the music is great. It's based in the 1940s, so you got really classical music going on while you're just killing crazy people. And yeah, Andrew Ryan was very memorable. I liked his voice actor a lot. Your character doesn't talk, but that's all right. Silent protagonist. We'll move on. Um, yeah, at the end of the day, I guess I should talk about the stuff I didn't like, because I didn't like a lot of things in this game. Kind of, um, I didn't like the hacking. I always forget to mention the hacking, but the hacking in this game is atrocious. I did hear that that's something that they fixed in the second game as well, but I completely ignored it altogether. My friends got really good at it. I didn't like it. The whole game is to me, fetch quest, like you're constantly just told what to do and then you do it, and like it's just to go get something, to build something, and it's like that repeatedly just to get past a door. I mean, it's okay. The game doesn't go on too long, but it's still a factor. Um, I already complained about the controls a little bit, and the controller setup itself, you can't change it. I didn't love it. The button layout for the game. Uh, the graphics are okay for today. At the beginning, it kind of starts off oof, but you get used to it. Hopefully, there's some improvement with those in the next few games. But I know the second game was made in 2010. I probably will be doing all three of these reviews kind of back to back to back. I'm really feeling Bioshock. I mean, there'll be videos uploaded in between them, but they'll all be three be coming out soon. I'm really blind when it comes to the Bioshock series. Like, I don't know much about it, so this is very interesting to me. Um, I'm probably gonna start Bioshock 2 here soon. And yeah, this is probably my review. Trying to think what else I didn't like. Said I didn't like the ending. Didn't like the hacking, the fetch quest. You know, it was still a well told story. And still got the kill shit. And we're in a cool world. Very immersive and great sound, good voice acting. So overall, the game is good, which means my final verdict is a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's a classic or anything. Maybe obviously it probably was at its time, but reviewing it now, in case they ever come out with a Bioshock 4, or it's a free game of the month, go get it. If I would say it's still worth downloading and playing. It's very cheap, very easy game to play and get down. Well, not cheap. It's very small. I don't know. It's very easily accessible right now. Okay, it's worth getting since it's very easily accessible. It was worth getting for $15, even though I didn't play it at the time. You do have to kind of be in the mood for it. Make sure your lights are off. Not a lot of sound going on. Make sure you're paying attention to audio logs. And yeah, I would say get in love with the world of Rapture, but it's short-lived. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.